man, they're not fucking around. They just updated my soundboard app, and that fade out, whew, they cut that shit in half. I'm Zach. I'll be over here. This is a special episode, out of the normal schedule rotation. 9:30 isn't the best time for everybody to do an interview. 9:30 at night. Doesn't work for everybody. So I'm taking this guy when I can. I'm talking Thomas Murray, founder of Mr. Murray's Kitchen, childhood friend of mine. Really making a goddamn name for himself. So proud. So proud. A little jealous, but, proud. Let's get him on the phone right now. Thomas Murray. Come on at me, bro. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, call him, phone. There we go. Now we're talking.
Hello.
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Oh, you're pretty good. How are you, man?
I'm good. It's been a long time. Been a decade. Been a straight decade.
It has been a couple of years for sure.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm super stoked for you about your business you got going up. Tell me a little bit about it. When did you decide that this cooking thing was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, man, I've been doing with food all my life. Once I moved out to Denver, I was just trying to figure out something that I really wanted to do for myself. And then there was this local manufacturer out here that used to work for my company, and she was doing something that seemed really cool, which is making hot sauce. Uh-huh. And I had all the recipes and stuff that I had, so I just kind of got the licensing and got the schooling and all that stuff. I started manufacturing sauces and salsas, and then as that kind of progressed, I kind of got into caterings and doing like private chef stuff and doing events and things like that. So that's what I've kind of been pushing towards now, is just cooking and doing caterings, doing weddings. Last year I did a barbecue festival out in I guess the closest town in Ridge that would be recognizable, but it's a town right before it called Frisco. They host the Kansas City Barbecue Festival. My barbecue sauce actually placed top 25, and my salsa placed top.
Ooh, damn!
Yeah, and then my salsa placed top 10. So that was
shit.
That was pretty cool. But yeah, man, I've been in the restaurant industry for so long. It's all I know, and why don't I just do it for myself? I've been looking at getting a food truck or doing like a ghost kitchen, or there's some market halls out here I've been talking to about getting like some kitchen space in their market hall. So I don't know, man, just trying to do my own thing. Tired of working for the man, making him all the money.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck the man, man.
Yeah, I want to be the man. I want to make my money.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool, man. Are these sauce recipes and stuff, are any of them like family recipes, or are they your 100% concoction?
So yeah, they're all my own concoctions. I just kind of started with things that I liked, and then like recipes that I already liked, and then kind of tweaked them to like where I wanted them. I started off with like my jerk sauce, and
I've only recently discovered jerk. Only recently. That shit is good.
It's so good. Some really good jerk chicken. It's just bomb. And so I really wanted. I was inspired by Buffalo Wild Wings jerk sauce.
I do like they got some good sauces over there for sure.
They have some good sauces. So I was inspired by their jerk sauce, and so I kind of like found something kind of similar and started tweaking with it. Made it a little, added my own kind of like heat flair to it. But I designed that one because I wanted it for wings.
Yeah.
And then I did a red salsa. No, then I did a barbecue sauce next. I had to do a barbecue sauce from Texas.
Yeah, it's a Texas style barbecue sauce?
Yeah, so it's definitely ketchup, tomato base. It's thinner. Got lots of honey in it. Got some heat to it. So kind of like that good sweet Texas style barbecue sauce. So I started with those two, And then I did a red salsa. Basically, it's like a bunch of different peppers, green chilies, habaneros, jalapenos. And I tweaked it to make it kind of like a creeper effect, to where like
Oh, slow
you know,
burn.
yeah, you keep eating it, and the heat kind of creeps up on you, and then you just you don't want to stop. Lots of lime.
And then you gotta fetch
really,
the milk. Fetch the milk.
Yep, that one's good. And then this year, back in March, May, something like that, I released my newest one, which is a pineapple fire salsa,
Ooh.
which is inspired from it's compatible with my jerk sauce. So I make these jerk chicken tacos, and it's jerk chicken, fresh pineapple, cilantro, some sour cream, and then what I call my pineapple fire salsa. It's basically like a habanero pineapple blend.
Nom.
And I would always put that salsa on the tacos when I would do them, and it just got people were really liking it when I was testing it out. So I went ahead and got it labeled up and sauced out. So I've got four different products out there: a jerk sauce, barbecue sauce, a basic tomato salsa, and like a pineapple habanero tropical thing.
It's really cool, man. I was thinking this morning, I was like, what am I going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? But I mean, there's so much time to catch up on. I don't think that that's going to be a problem. But I was just remembering to myself, I was kind of like, I was like, I should not have been surprised at all that you would venture out by yourself and do something like this, because you were the youngest adult I ever met. Like, even as a child, like, you just had your shit together, and I was always amazed. Even when we were younger, you were like, oh yeah, I'm not old enough to work anywhere yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and sell these electronics and stuff online and all that. Like,
oh yeah, I totally did that. Oh, I was such a shit show. I didn't sell anything. Oh, that was such a scam. Such a scam.
Oh, was it? Well, still,
oh, it was 100% scam. I remember that. Oh,
the
yeah.
motivation, though, it was like you had it, like you had your eye on the prize from the minute you popped out the womb. You're like, Thomas Murray, go get mine. I'm gonna go get mine.
Man, I bought a really shitty car stereo system from that little thing, and I got it hooked up, and it never worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was such a scam. But good times. Yeah, man, I forgot about that. I started working when I was 16.
Yeah. I did too, begrudgingly, at not Taco Bell. All I made was tacos, but yeah, it was it was Jack in the Box. Good old Jack in the Bee.
Remember the story you told me about cracking the egg and there was chicken in it?
Oh shit! Yeah. I've long forgotten about that. Oh wow, yeah. That was fun though. Like I miss being that young and having even being that young and having like just a normal ass job. There's a certain amount of freedom about it, because it was like, I'm young, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't give a shit about this fucking job.
It was just such an easier time back then. Like, I always look back and I'm like, man, I really wanted to be at this place so bad, but now I really want to just go back to that other place because I didn't have all this stress and worry.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can. I mean, I have been slowly. Yeah, I'm resisting the entire way. Like, I'm like, I ain't growing up. I'm gonna be a fucking kid. Well, life doesn't exactly let you do that.
Yeah, it starts catching up.
Kind of forces its way on you. Yeah, especially with 30. So you're 30 now. I didn't remember what the age difference between us was.
I'm 30. I think there's
Welcome
4 years.
Welcome to the club.
How old are you? You're 34, 35?
34, yep. And Hunter just turned 29, I believe. So he's right there behind us.
Yeah. What a pointless year, 29.
I know, right? It's just like, I get it. Kid time's over. I get it. Can we just
get your
skip?
shit together?
Let's just, yeah. God. What year or what age were you at when you started Mr. Murray's Kitchen?
2018. So like 2.5 years ago.
Okay, right on. Well, you weren't late to. I feel like that's right on schedule. I feel like early 20s, it's like just fuck it. Yeah, who cares what I do? But then after 25, you kind of something in you goes, hey, pss, 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 hey.
Yeah.
Get your shit together. Get all your shit. Put it in a bag. Get it together. I'm trying really hard to stick with this. Like, I only started doing this podcast thing like maybe a month and a half ago, but
That's cool.
It's enough to keep me busy. So I feel like I'm doing something. I quit. I was working at Michael's for the last 6 years, and fuck that shit. Fuck that shit up and down. Like that was. I don't know why I stayed there so as long as I did. It was terrible. Finally
6
got
years
out.
Is a long time.
Yeah, that's the longest I've ever been anywhere, and also one of the most frustrating jobs I've had. I don't know what made me stick with it as long as I did. Complacency.
Man, last time we talked, you were at GameStop.
Yeah, man, that's been a really long time. I tried to go back, and I got like a third key position because I was trying to get away from Michael's, and they gave me the position like almost immediately, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's party!" And that Friday, I was supposed to start the next week, and the manager called me and was like, "Hey, I talked to my district manager, and he's not gonna let us hire you on because you have a DWI." I was like, I don't really see how that comes into play when I'm standing behind a counter handing out video games, but okay, whatever, that's fine.
Dang, homie, that's stupid.
That's pretty much when I lost all faith in humanity and life, and thus began my downward spiral.
Oh my goodness, DWI, dude. Oh man, we used to party so hard. You were always so careful. What happened?
It was so stupid too. Like, I wasn't even on the road. I was in a Taco Bell parking lot trying to figure out. It was closed, and I was trying to find one that was open, and they just rolled up behind me, and it was stupid. That was a dark period. The last 10 years have been pretty dark, but it's not a big deal. It's been good times too. It's just I really let that shit dictate what I thought of myself. You know, I was like, fuck, I'm a criminal now.
Yeah, well, everyone makes decisions. I mean, hey, I got fucking popped with weed back 10 years ago, and it was,
really?
You know, oh, did you not know? Yeah, so back in 2010, it's actually just popped up in my Facebook newsfeed.
Oh, really? Celebrate.
Yeah. No, because I posted a comment because I was like, man, Harris County makes me feel like I'm wearing a coat of gonorrhea and AIDS because I was in holding for 16 hours with all these.
Good Lord.
Yeah, man. So remember Sean?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So me and Sean. So I was, fuck, dude, I was like 20. Yeah, I was 20. I was in school to be a paramedic, and I wasn't smoking weed. I was smoking that fake spice shit.
Oh yeah, K2.
Oh man, God, that stuff is so bad. No, it was Serenity, I think was the brand. Anyways, and
brought to you by Joss Whedon.
And I was getting some weed for some friends, and got pulled over, and we didn't hide the shit well enough, and Sean had a warrant out for his arrest, and so we both got popped and had to do 8. Maddox, if you don't be quiet, I am going to pop you on your hand. I love you. My kid's yelling at me.
Is that your child? You have a child?
I have a 3.5-year-old toddler demon.
I did not know that. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, his name's Maddox. He's a handful. He's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. He's okay. He's fine.
It's okay. He has his moments. Yes, last night I came home and he was in bed watching videos on my wife's phone, and I was like, "Hey, how was your day, buddy?" And he was like, "It was good." I was like, "Okay, well, that's cool. What'd you do today?" He's like, "Don't talk to me anymore." I was like,
damn.
Okay. Well, here's a kiss in the forehead. Have a good night.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the morning.
Shit.
All right, and you're 3. That's great. I can't wait to get older.
That's like my friend Charlie. His daughter, I guess she's like 9 now, and he's already gotten her a cell phone, which I guess makes sense. Like if she's going to friends' houses and stuff like that, I guess it's good to have one. But he was like, like we don't even have to babysit her really. We'll just be like, all right, hey, we're going to go. And she's like, okay. Like, she loves it. Like, she'll just go chill in her room and do whatever the fuck, like little kid freedom. You know what I mean? Like, oh, good, mom and dad. But at 9, you're like, fuck, thank God mom and dad are gone. It's weird.
I'm I don't know about 9. I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
At 9, I was like, I wonder if this rock, when I throw it in the water, I don't fucking know. Like, how big will the splash be? I'm going to throw different size rocks into the water and see how big the splashes are. Stupid.
We also didn't have those smartphones and social media and all
Internet.
that other shit.
I mean, like, school is almost like pointless at this point. Like, and I think given the recent situation, it's really demonstrated just like how pointless school is, like how pointless a building is. And, you know, like, obviously kids need an education and there has to be like a centralized place where they can get it, but they can get it anywhere now. They can get it anywhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of people with their jobs too. A lot of people that work in offices. My brother has been working from home, and he's like, "There's no reason for me to ever go sit in an office ever again. The job that I do, I could do it anywhere. It doesn't matter." Yep. So, hopefully, we'll learn some lessons from all this, but I doubt it.
Yep. Speaking of kids, dude, your sister, she's got like, what, 4 or 5 kids?
Yes, 4 kids, and she was trying to have more, but I think she eventually gave up.
Dang.
But yeah, they are actually recently kind of been on hard times. Her husband lost his job in the oil field, and so now they're selling their house, and they're situated right next to my parents. Since they moved to Tyler, my parents and my sister have tried to live within walking distance or whatever. But yeah, they're gonna have to move to Iowa or something, just because ain't no money, ain't no damn money.
That's hard. Yeah, my salary got like decreased, and then like for a couple months, and then they increased it a little bit, and it's still not the same. It's just a weird time to be alive. Weird time to have to raise kids, and it's a weird.
For sure. Yeah, I mean,
in general.
Like, I'm sure you've seen it. You know, there hasn't been a situation quite like this for 100 years. You know, most of the people that experienced it ain't no longer here to be like, hey, you know, I know what we should do. But it's also really funny, like, how much shit is repeating itself. As far as people getting angry about not wearing masks, they did the same shit in 1918 with the Spanish flu. People getting all wound up about just wear the fucking thing, man. Like, I don't really see what the problem is.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Just do it, and then let's get over it.
Yeah, for real. Let's get on the other side of this thing so we can go back to spitting in each other's mouths. Have you watched many movies since all this started?
So dude, I work so much, and dealing with this, being a dad, like, I'm tired, you know?
Yeah.
and so like watching a movie, my attention span, like, it takes a lot. So I watched some like short series, like, you know, the Netflix series. I watched some of that, like Space Force with Steve Carell.
Oh yeah, did you like that?
I did. I
loved
really
it. I thought it was great, and I think maybe people talking so much shit about it made me like it even more. I was just like, what are you guys missing that I'm seeing? I'm enjoying the shit out of this.
I had different expectations, but I wasn't disappointed with what happened. I am very excited for the next.
Hell yeah, that cliffhanger too, man.
Right. And I think Steve Carell and John Malkovich do really well together. I think it's a really good little duo.
For sure.
But I watched that. I'm right now watching this show called The Magicians. It's kind of like, oh man, I don't even know where to start. It's these people and magic and shit. They get in this fairy tale land that is real. That I don't know. It's
okay. So not. For whatever reason, I was like, oh, this is like a documentary series about magicians, but it's like a fictional series.
It's a fictional series. So like, yeah, so there's these kids, and it kind of starts off like Harry Potter. There's these kids, and these people find them and like, hey, you have magic, you know, you should come test it out. And then they go and like test out their magic and figure out, you know, like what type of magic they are and like how they should focus. And there's this school for that only certain people can go to. And but there's different forms of magic, like reading minds and traveling and doing fire and manipulating things and stuff like that. So it's kind of different in that sense. But then there's this story-based place called Fillory, and there's this creature inside of it that's like extended outside of the world and is like trying to block people from getting in. And anyway, so yeah, it's very fictional magic, and it's interesting. The acting is horrible, but the storyline is so good that I'm like, oh, well, I could probably just deal with that.
Yeah.
So I've been watching that, and then I've been playing Warzone on PS4.
Oh, really?
Recently, the past like couple of months. Kind of got into that a little bit. So I kind of been doing that on my free time when everyone's asleep. Just because those things don't take, I can kind of fall asleep doing them. Or I'm playing the video game, that kind of like zones me out. So
right on. Yeah, I've been staying tight with them video games as well. I keep saying this is the last console generation I'm going to be a part of. This is the last one I'm going to be a part of. But as soon as that shit comes out, I'm like, I kind of want it. I want it.
Yeah, I need it. I have the PS4, and I don't play it a lot. I played it a lot more recently. I go through waves. Like I play it a lot, and then I don't play it. But like this is the first time I played like live with people and like played with my friends. And stuff.
Okay.
I've always played like not live, just played the campaign.
Sure.
I always did like action games or horror games. I really like the horror games. Like I'm halfway through playing Evil Within 2.
Oh yeah, I heard that was really good.
It's good. It's just it's so time consuming, and it gets my anxiety up.
Oh yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I like sometimes just the fast like action stuff, and
yeah,
it gets my anxiety up in a different way. Like the horror stuff, just it makes. I mean, yeah, they do a really good job to like get you amped up, and like the creatures and like just everything. So like, you know,
yeah,
I can only do so much of it.
I got Resident Evil 7 whenever I got VR a couple of years ago. The PlayStation VR.
I want one so bad.
It's really badass, man. It's really cool.
But I have a Resident Evil game still in plastic that's VR that I haven't even played yet. I want to play it in VR.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7 is... I'm only like 2 or 3 hours in, and that's somebody else playing it, just because I could not do it. In VR, it's just like, I don't want to move. I don't want to move. If I stay right here, nothing will happen, so I'm good right here. But, yeah, I'm slowly eking just like one stage to the next, like slowly. But yeah, VR is really cool, man. Hunter was talking to me the other day about how much he wants it, but he was just kind of itching to spend some money. And it's a bit of a chunk. It's a bit of a chunk of money, but very cool.
It's kind of why I haven't gotten it, just because I haven't had a reason to. I did just spend a chunk of money on this new electric skateboard. It acts like a snowboard. It's called Summerboard.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've seen the one wheel, and I really want one of those. Those are
cool. I was turned on to this one because it's specifically designed to act like a snowboard.
Okay, so what's it called again? Summerboard?
Summerboard. So I've had it for a couple weeks, and I actually just yesterday broke the belts on it riding. And I finally have gotten really comfortable on it. It's so dope. Like you like when you turn, you slide. You can do 360s and 180s, and you go up to you go up hills.
Okay. I'm looking at it right now. The video. Video footage. Oh, so it's got like some casters in the middle.
It's got two rotating casters on both sides by the trucks, and
that is pretty darn sick, man.
Yeah, and they move with you, and so you can slide, just cruise. So I got that back in. I ordered it in April, but it took like 10 weeks to get to me.
Is it motorized as far as like does it have its own kind of propulsion, or is it gravity based?
So both of those caster wheels are motorized.
Okay.
They both have motors that drive those center wheels. My board can go up to 27 miles an hour.
Damn. That sounds scary.
It is. It kind of is. I can successfully cruise between 12 and 17 miles an hour. I can just like cruise around and like feel comfortable.
And it's not scary at that speed.
Not anymore.
Okay, so you had to build your way up to that. Huh?
I had to build my way up because I had to learn how the balance was. I had to learn how to control it. Now I understand how it works. I just treat it, and there's a lot of footwork and a lot of pressure, like in the back end, and just maneuvering yourself. But if you know how to snowboard, you kind of have that mentality already. So it's literally treating the board like a snowboard, just with some minor differences. But yeah, that board can go like 27 miles an hour. I pushed it up to 21 on a straightaway the other day, and that was scary. I was like, all right, I need to slow down.
Crouch for this one.
Yeah, because I started feeling it started getting a little wibbly wobbly under my feet because I just was not I just didn't have my pressure right, and I was like, all right, I need to slow down. I'm about to eat shit. I've eaten shit a couple of times, but nothing like too bad. Hurt my wrist once, but even with wrist guards on.
Yeah, this guy in the video's got a like a full head helmet, like a fully
yeah.
In case that seems like a really good idea.
Yeah, I have one of those too for when I go mountain biking. But it's so heavy and there's not much visibility, and I'm just trying to here 1 second. Do anything crazy. I'm just trying to cruise and have a good time.
I'll tell you, I'm a little sad, just like the rest of the world, that we don't have legitimate hoverboards at this point. But man,
I know
the board market is just blowing up. Like there's all kinds of motorized boards out there right now. So I mean,
maybe it's coming.
I'll take it.
Maybe it's coming.
I think they have made one. I think Lexus made one it's a legit hoverboard. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
SpaceX needs to hop on that one.
Yeah. Come on, Elon. What are you doing? Give me a hoverboard, you piece of shit. Oh, man. Lexus Hoverboard. Did
you watch any of the launches or landings or any of that?
Yeah, I watched that last one, the Dragon something or other, was it?
Yeah.
I really... It made me feel real good on the inside that their suits have come so far. You know, like they don't look like the old suits that you think of. Like it's like future suits, which, man, that's cool. You know, I'm glad to see some progress is being made. Sorry.
Now we just need the progress on the hoverboards.
Do what?
So now we just need progress on the hoverboards.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm seeing the Lexus one right here. I don't know if it's fake or not. Lexus advises Spain ride a hoverboard it created for a commercial. Found a board to be very difficult to ride, but it does hover. Okay, so it is legit. It's a legitimate hoverboard, but you know, as you can imagine, it's fucking impossible to control. But yeah, you can look that up in your spare time.
I would think they would set it up and be like, man, what are those hovercrafts that go in the water, the swamp crafts or whatever?
Yeah, what do they call those? Airboats? Is that what they call them?
Something.
Airboat. Swamp boat buggy. No, yeah, it's an airboat, I guess that's what they call it. That is pretty cool. I've never ridden on one of those.
Yeah, me neither.
I hate swamp. Well, you know, like, I hate mosquitoes. Swamp's fine, but, you know, fucking mosquitoes. But, man, I do like the idea of being able to just fucking boat around through the Everglades or, you know, whatever. Like, there's something kind of romantic about it. Oh, man. I don't know. Fucking hoverboards. Fucking future shit.
Is that old lad?
Future shit. No, we're not even where we said that we would be 10 years ago.
No, I mean, and especially not 50 years ago. Flying cars, and but people can't even drive on a road. How are you going to put people in a flying capsule speeding around? Like, there's just no way.
There's no way. There's no way. Oh, man.
Well, man, so how long have you been married at this point?
We just did so May was 6 years.
Cool, man.
6 years, yeah.
Very cool.
We've been together since 2008, though.
Okay, so what's that?
Long time.
12
Long
years?
time.
Is that 12 years?
Yeah, about 12 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah, me and Lydia just hit. I think this year is 11 years married, and then we were like together for like 2 years before that.
Yeah. What does she do?
She is an optician for Luxxotica, which I don't know if you've heard of them. They own glasses. They're kind of a glasses monopoly sort of, but it's like, hey, whatever, I don't care. Let them sell all the glasses because they pay her really well, and it's very low, maybe not low stress. Stress is kind of relative, but she's in air conditioning all day, deals with maybe 10 people a day, and she makes fat cheddar. So whatever, let them have their monopoly.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Sweet.
Yeah.
Just chill podcast and she'll
Pretty
come home
much.
and say hi.
What's up?
And then she comes home and says hi. How was your day?
She'll if I'm in the studio, she'll just open the door and like give me a thumbs up through the door, and I'm like, yep, thumbs up. We're doing it. We're going.
Thumbs up.
I was talking to her about this as well, though. Like, I need. This is good for me. Like, it's helping me talk to like just cold call strangers. Like just talk to people I've never talked to before. Which is something that I need if I'm ever going to go anywhere and do anything. Because you put a couple of drinks in me, I'll talk to anybody about anything. But minus the drink, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to stand over here and not speak unless spoken to. So it's good for me in that way. And also I don't know if you've seen the live drawings that I do on Mondays and Wednesdays.
I've seen you talk about it.
They're not super entertaining, but it's not really for entertainment purposes so much as it is for me to guarantee myself 1 hour of 2 hours of drawing every week, just at the bare minimum, so I can stay fresh.
Sure.
But
yeah, that's great.
Because I get out of practice at a time, and that's just no bueno. Then you got to start all over again,
You got to start all over. I mean, I just knew you were going to do something with your art stuff at some point.
Trying. Like I said, the DWI, it made me pretty much go, why? I'm just done. I'm done with life. Life is stupid. I hate it. I'm no good. I'm garbage.
How many years ago was that?
It was 2011, so it's been 9 years. And I'm only just now starting to feel human again. I really took it to heart, man. Like it made me super sad.
Dang, dude, that sucks. I hate that, man. That sucks.
It's fine. Nobody. It's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Nobody guarantees you happiness, but you can sure go after it. You can go find it if you want to. So You're not guaranteed anything, but whatever. So how's Colorado? How's you get snow like shitloads, right?
Yeah, Colorado's great. We get snow October through May.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Snow for like almost 6 months out of the year? That's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, it's about 8 months. It's usually we usually have colder weather more than half of the year. It's been a hot summer though. I'm really ready. Oh yeah, it's been hot. Yeah, right now it's 92. It's gotten over 100 for a couple of days here, especially back in July. I'm ready for the fall to hit here in September. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's a completely different lifestyle out here.
God, I want to see it. I haven't even visited. I haven't even been up there. Some friends of mine went, and I had to work, so they went by themselves, and then ended up not being friends afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were like, "You should have been there, man. We needed you there to be our mediator." I was like, "Well, too busy working." But yeah,
sorry.
I would love to get up there. I would love to see just how hard it is to breathe, because I've always heard, the air is so different up there, like thinner and everything. So my fat ass will probably get up there, just get out of the car, and just be like,
It's definitely thinner air. The altitude definitely affects some people. But once you acclimate to it, it's fine.
Mm.
You know, when you're at, I don't know, when I usually don't have issues breathing unless I'm doing some high elevation hiking or something.
Uh-huh. Huh. And that free
yeah,
weed,
man.
that free weed, of course. Free. Well, I mean, it's free as in liberated.
Yeah,
it is liberated weed.
So that culture out here is way different. Every time I leave Colorado and go somewhere else, I'm just like, man. Like,
especially Texas, I would imagine.
Like
do you get back over here very often?
I haven't been there in a year. I went there we came down for my wife's birthday last July, but I haven't been back since then. Honestly, there's just no reason for me to. There's just no, like, my parents are there, my grandparents have passed, my cousin's there. I have a couple of friends, but, it's not really worth it. It's just so hot and humid and just miserable.
I can only imagine going back to that from Colorado.
Yeah, but the weed life out here is great. There's dispensaries everywhere. There's billboards. There's advertisements.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, I have my medical license. I've got 2 plants growing in my backyard.
Very cool.
It's just a way of life out here, man. It's just not a big deal. Everyone kind of consumes some for it, whether it be edibles, cartridges, topicals, or lotions, or CBD, or anything like that. It's okay,
Yeah. It's fucking harmless, man. Like I have really grown to resent the alcohol industry, because it's like, why the fuck do you guys get a pass? Your shit kills tons of people every year, and people are like, no, I don't smoke weed. I ain't stupid. I ain't dumb. But let me go chug this bottle of vodka over here. Let me drink 2 6-packs of Bud Light and fucking have diarrhea shits for 3 days. Like, I just don't understand the logic.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten to where I don't really drink that much. I have a beer, or I'll socially drink or something like that. But it just makes me feel weird, and like, if I drink too much, I'll like wake up and like have forgotten like part of my night or something.
Yeah, that's never fun.
And I don't like that. I don't like that feeling of not knowing or stuff like that. So, I don't drink a lot. I smoke a lot, but I don't drink a lot much anymore. I've been smoking since you introduced me to smoking back in that corn cob pipe in my parents' backyard.
Old cobby. Yeah, that shit tasted so gross too, man. Ugh, that was disgusting.
Well, there wasn't really good. There was good weed, but it was too expensive.
I mean, it was fine. It was fine for what it was. I mean, all you could get was that Reggie shit, like back in the day.
I know. That stuff doesn't exist anymore, or it doesn't out here, at least. Yeah,
not really. You have to look real hard for it around here. Everybody's doing the $20 a gram, the good stuff, or whatever they charge for it.
Too much. It's too much.
Too much. It's too much, man.
It's too much. I can get an ounce for $100.
Oh, nice. That's real good.
Yeah. Yeah. I smoke flower, and my wife smokes concentrates, and I'll do some concentrates at night, like before bed or something. But
yeah, I want to get on the concentrate train, but I just can't do it. Like, I guess I kind of like the fact that it's an all day thing when you're doing flower. It's just like, oh, I'll do this, and then in 2 hours do it again. 2 hours, do it again. But man, concentrate for me, it's like one time, and I cough my brains out for 10 minutes, and then it's night time. It's time to go sleep.
It definitely takes some adjusting.
Yeah.
Like I don't get, like, my wife, like, that's all she does. She just dabs, and she doesn't like flour. It makes her feel weird, but she'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and start dabbing. She'll dab all day long, and she's just super functional. And then, if I do a dab at the beginning of my day is done. Like, I am so unmotivated. I can function, but I'm unmotivated. I don't really want to do anything.
Yeah.
So I can't do dabs until my day is over.
I know I'm home and I'm done for the day. Because yeah, man.
You still get that paranoia? You get that interaction paranoia where you're just like,
no,
I guess up there
man.
probably not. It's so cool up there. Like nobody probably, you don't have to really worry about it.
Yeah, no, there's no paranoia. No, it's just a thing. It's just what you do. Like when I go hiking, you know, if there's a group of people, I just go off to the side and do my thing. No one really cares.
My wife is always like, I don't understand why you have to do that before everything. Like when we go to the movies, I'd be like, hold on real quick. Okay, we're gonna go eat somewhere. Hold on real quick. Okay, we're gonna go do this.
Before you do anything, you smoke.
And I was like, it makes it better. And she was like, why does it have to be better? And I'm like, what is wrong with things being better? Like, I don't. It's a circular argument that we have over and over and over again. But she's all right with it.
I don't know. I see the medicinal uses of it, besides just being high and just like making things, you know, more fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I see, because I've seen myself when I don't smoke and when I do smoke, and plus all the different studies and stuff that, you know, come out here in Colorado and all the testing that we do. But just with the overall, it's like anxiety and stress with work and appetite and, you know, sleeping and stuff like that. Like it does so many good things in that retrospect, and my mind wanders a lot, and it kind of keeps me able to focus. And I don't know. There's a lot of good things that it does. I mean, I smoke all the time. I mean, I wake up and smoke a bowl of my coffee, but
same.
But it, you know, yeah, it's high, but it also does some really cool stuff that you couldn't do if you weren't doing it. I don't know. It helps as much as it's fun.
Yeah, I saw an article not long ago that was like, marijuana is an alcoholic's best friend, because it was like the damage that the alcohol does to your liver is helped by the, you know, the cannabinoids or, you know, whatever, terminology and stuff. It's good for your liver because of its inflammatory properties. So I was like, cool, glad I polish off the night with a bowl, because, ooh, yeah, that liver, my liver and my kidneys, I'm sure they're just drowning, you know, getting all hard and crusty and full of rocks. That's how bodies work, right?
Yes, exactly.
Dirt and rocks build up in your body. And no, I ain't no doctor. What you got going on today? You said you were on call?
Yeah, I just had a work call. I'm off the next couple of days. Right now I'm just doing some errands. I have a private chef gig on Friday that I'm getting ready for, and then I have some sauce orders that I gotta do today and tomorrow for a client. So just getting some materials together for that.
Very cool, very cool. Is the majority of your cuisine vegetarian or vegan? I was looking at your website the other day, and I just saw that the current event that you were working on was that predominantly what you end up doing?
No, so I do whatever the client wants. So like the bride, so it's a bachelorette party I'm doing, and the bride's vegan, so the menu was just inspired by doing vegan stuff. I kind of try to work with each of the clients individually for what they kind of want to do, and try to, like, you know, cater to whatever direction that they want.
Is there a set menu, or is it, like you say, just purely based on their taste?
So when they inquire, we talk, and I kind of figure out a food direction. And then I present to them menu ideas, and then we communicate and come down to a single menu. So like with the menu that I'm doing Friday, you know, I gave them maybe like 13 different options that we could have did, like menu items that were all vegan and vegetarian and stuff like that. And then we narrowed it down to what they narrowed it down to. So that's kind of what I try to do. I try to figure out what their tastes are and what direction, and then kind of find some ideas that cater to that, and then kind of just figure out menus. So, I mean, I have my go-tos. So, like, hey, you know, if they want to do a barbecue, like wedding or catering, you know, I have my immediate
ideas with that I jump to, if they want to do tacos and have stuff like that. But I try to just work with everyone with what they want to do. I can cook whatever. It's just what are they looking for, and what do I feel confident that I'm able to actually do.
That's very cool, man. I'm gonna have to get me some of your sauces. Order them all from the website.
Yeah. You can order them online for sure.
Nice. Are you bottling them, or is it like? I mean, this might be a stupid question, but so you're bottling them at by hand and all that good stuff. It's not like a distribution center or anything.
No, I cook it in a pot. I scoop it into a jar. I seal it. I invert it. I clean them. I label them. All of it.
That's very cool, man. Hands on.
All of it.
I like that.
Yeah, I do all of it. I actually got to make like 3 gallons of salsa today and like 4 gallons of barbecue sauce tomorrow for this client. So.
Damn, that's a lot of sauce.
It is.
Do you do it out of the home, or do you have like a shop where you do all this?
I have a commissary kitchen that I work out of.
Cool.
Everything, since it's a commercial thing, I have to work out of a commercial space.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I think a few years ago they passed some laws in Texas that allow you to cook out of the home, which I guess I never assumed that you couldn't, but I forget what they call it. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah, there's a law here. It's called the Cottage Food Act that allows you to cook out of your home under certain stipulations. But because of the style of product that I produce, it's like an acidified product, and it's like shelf stable and all of that. It falls under a different category, so I have to use a commercial space. So like for here in Colorado, you have to be like a baker. You have to bake at home. You
know what? I think that's what this law was too. I think it pretty much applied exclusively to baked goods out of the home.
Yeah, it's called the Cottage Food Act.
That's exactly what it was. That's Cottage Food Act. That's what it was. Yep.
Yeah. That's pretty popular. So yeah, it allows people to do like baking stuff and like dried stuff. But then when you get into like actually production of food or dealing with meats or acids, it falls under a different category. So
when I was in my apartment, I kind of wanted to do that, like just do pizza like within the apartment complex. It just had like, come up to my kitchen window, order your pizza, and come up to my kitchen window. I'll get you your homemade pizza or whatever. I didn't do it, of course. But yeah, I did try food for a little while. I thought that was something I wanted to do for a while. But then I went to work at House of Blues in Dallas, and I learned I don't know jack shit about cooking. I just had a bunch of jobs where the cooking was easy and automated and all of this kind of stuff. And so when I went to a real kitchen, it was like, fuck, I want to die, because it was just so high stress and like, hey, you need to use that meat. Is that meat the right temperature? Use your palm. Look at your palm. If it feels like this, then you need, all these tricks of the trade that all these people learned and had known for years because this was their dream. And then my stupid ass was just thinking like, I want to cook too. I want to cook. I want to be cooked. But yeah, wasn't for me. But I'm really blown away by your progress with Mr. Murray's Kitchen. It's very cool.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it. I'm trying to make it turn into something big if I can.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I feel like you're already well on your way. Your website's super professional looking. It's you just never know things about certain people till they get up and away from you. I didn't know you had all this in you. It's very cool. You were doing something with music, I think, last time we talked 10 years ago. Weren't you doing some kind of promotional shit or something for shows or something? That was a long ass time ago.
So Sean was in a band, and I would help promote his shows and like stuff like that. But
so it wasn't like a career thing. It was just like helping a buddy out.
Yeah, I was just helping a buddy out, and then his band kicked him out. So he hasn't played music since.
Really? Oh, that's sad.
I mean, he plays music like to himself, but he hasn't like. I don't know. I think it like just knocked all of his wind out of him, and he hasn't really.
I don't blame him.
And he's living out in Cali now.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You talk to him on a regular basis?
No, I don't. I don't really talk to anybody on a regular basis anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, we talk every now and then. We'll text or like Facebook chat or something. We'll talk on the phone every now and then. No, we don't talk that much at all.
Huh.
There's just always so much shit going on in life.
Yeah. I'm the same way. I haven't talked to anybody from Brian in a really long time. My friend Joey and I have kind of recently gotten back in touch and been talking pretty regularly, but he's about the only one from back in the day. Well, and Andrew, of course, I talk to him on a pretty regular basis.
I was going to ask you about Andrew.
He's doing good, man. He's working for GATX. I think he like cleans train cars, like shoots ball bearing guns in the train cars and cleans them out or something. But he makes mad bank. Makes mad bank cleaning out those train cars.
That's good.
Still drinking like a madman, you know. I always think that I'm drinking too much, and then I go visit him, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. But you know, that's our struggle. Me and him always have kind of had a problem with that. I want to quit with a beer in hand. I'm ready to quit drinking. You know.
Last time I saw him, he just got that Chrysler 300.
Oh yeah, he finally retired that bad boy just this year.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, he's been riding that Batmobile for a long time, but he just recently got himself a new like electric blue Toyota Tundra.
Nice.
Yeah, it's flashy. It's real flashy. But yeah, I do miss the Batmobile.
Oh man, good times.
Good times indeed.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get together at one of these times, especially since I've never been to Colorado. That would be a good excuse to come up there and see what you got going on.
That'd be fun for you and Liddy to come up here. I've got a guest bed. Y'all could stay with us, and we could go have some fun.
Hell yeah! And if y'all ever want to come to Dallas, I don't know why you'd want to come to Dallas, but yeah, we've got space for folks as well. If you ever want to come down here.
Cool, man. Very cool.
But yeah, man,
very cool.
Thank you very much for being on. It was good to talk to you. Like, we'll have to, now that I have your number, I'll have to just like, we can just chat via text and whatnot. We'll just stay linked up like the old days.
There you go. Sounds good, buddy. I'd like that.
Awesome. Well, man, have a good rest of your day. Keep kicking ass, man. I'm gonna buy some of your sauce real soon.
Sounds good, dude. Thank you. Have a good day, man.
You too, man. Later.
Bye.
Well, that went pretty good. That went fine. Did you hear that? You hear that? That brief emptiness that was that was there towards the end. That is what you call. I don't have a name for it. I was gonna make up something real clever on the spot, but I can't. But that's a sure sign. It's time to go. It's time to go. But yeah, good talking to that dude. I haven't talked to him in a decade. So very neat. Go check him out. MrMurrysKitchen.com. As you've just heard, he got gallons of sauce, hand bottled, in the beautiful state of Colorado. Thank you guys for joining me for the podcast. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day as well. And I will catch you guys on the flip right after I turn on this music. Because I like my outro music. I like a little flair, like a little fanfare. Anyway, I'm Zach. I'll be over here. Catch you next time.